activity is wrong, we should stop doing it. Period. My suggestion, then, is that we should have the courage of our convictions. If, after all due consideration, we conclude that business is indeed inherently morally suspicious, we should stop doing it. Are we prepared to demand that? I think we should not prohibit business, but I can justify that only if business is not inherently bad. If there is some way of conducting and engaging in business that is in fact inherently valuable. I would need to make the case that although there are bad actors and bad actions in business, as there are in all walks of human life, nevertheless, there is a way of conducting business that is honorable and creates genuine value. That indeed is what I hope in this book to convince you of. Indeed, I will argue that the essence of business is the creation of value, that honorable business is the source of the prosperity we enjoy in the world today, and that the only hope people have for improving our material conditions in life is with the prosperity created by honorable business. Even more than that, I will argue that honorable business exhibits a deeply moral way to treat individuals. It is driven not by greed, fear, or lying, but by mutual respect. Honorable business is neither morally suspicious nor even merely neutral. It is a positive creator of both material and moral value. Plan of the work. A survey of the field of business ethics reveals little consensus about what it is or what it should do. Business ethics classes have no single accepted methodology, have little overlap in content, aims, or structure, and are often idiosyncratic in their materials. Some of this is to be expected. In many fields, there is variation in people's ideas about what their introductory or foundational ideas and goals should be, what skills they should impart or technical knowledge they should convey, and what the seminal texts and who the seminal figures are. Still, there is widespread agreement about what should be in an introductory calculus class, for example, as there is in biology, economics, chemistry, and so on. Why not business ethics? One goal of this book is to propose a unifying theme for the field by providing a framework for understanding what it means to be ethical when conducting and engaging in business. One might then expect that I would begin, as many other works discussing business ethics do, by laying out the contours of major ethical theories, deontology, utilitarianism, virtue ethics, and so on, and then proceeding to show how those theories would adjudicate dilemmas that arise or have arisen in business. There is value in understanding what those theories of morality hold, yet this book nevertheless proceeds in another way. We instead begin with what should be the goal of business, and then work backward from that goal to determine how one should behave to achieve that goal. Thus, the argument of this book is based on a hypothetical argument. If we assume that X is the goal of business, then how should we behave, and what institutions should we have that enable us to achieve X? The argument will indicate not only the proper behavior of individual business persons, but also the political and economic institutions, as well as the cultural and social norms required to support and encourage such behavior. Thus, this book is not a textbook for business ethics, and although it will discuss numerous particular examples, it is not a set of case studies. It is meant instead to be a prolegomenon to such a textbook. That is, it aims to set out the foundational principles that a textbook could presume and then illustrate, build upon, and apply. Writing such a textbook would be the next step in my larger project, but this book is instead closer to an extended thought experiment, working out the logic of what business and business people should do and not do, given the goal they should have. The book's first chapter addresses the central importance of asking the why of everything we propose to do, not only the how. This is as true in business as in any other walks of life. The necessity of asking why issues from the fact that human beings are essentially purposive creatures, that is, creatures who create and pursue ends, goals, and purposes. The final or ultimate goal of human life is, as Aristotle argued, eudaimonia, happiness, well-being, or flourishing. If that is our ultimate end, then all our activities will have to be deliberately ordered to help us achieve it. That includes business and the political and economic institutions in which business operates.